These foams, what does the foam do?
So that foam is used inside of the crawl space wall so that you can create that brick ledger going up. Anytime you're bricking a house, you're going to have like some type of footing ledger that it sits on. And if you don't have that, then your guys are going to have to do it on the back end. So it just goes all the way around. And then before they put that in, you saw with that pump, that's form oil.
Yeah.
And they just spray that oil on the inside. So once the concrete hardens, it's a lot easier for them to take the form off of the side, man.
And then obviously that's something you got to tell them that you're going to do before they actually pour. What type of exterior siding you're going to use, or brick or whatever.
So yeah, we're gonna have brick all across the front and the side, and in that back corner is gonna be all siding. So actually, the left side of the house is gonna be siding. The back is gonna be siding, but this entire garage is gonna all be brick.
Okay, got it.
Yep.
Okay.
And originally we were gonna do a slab because it was a fairly flat lot. But when we started digging, we took out these trees and left some huge gaping holes. And not only that, we had to go down another 2 feet to hit solid ground, you know. And you always find the lowest point. So the lowest point of good dirt was over there. So we had to catch that grade. That's why we went so far down here.
Got it. Yeah.
Because obviously it has to be leveled out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the other alternative was I could have brought in 45 loads of dirt to build that up.
Build it up.
But after the cost of dirt and getting the compactor and all that stuff, it was just faster and a little bit cheaper for me just to do the crawl space. So I just made the switch to the crawl space so I can keep, moving.
So when you made a decision to go from a slab to a crawl space, did you have to go back to your architect to have him revise the foundation plan?
So I went back to the architect and he created a new foundation plan for the crawl space. And then I sent that to my lumber company, Builders First Source,
Yeah.
and they redid engineering because originally they just did everything on the slab, and on the slab you don't have a first floor engineering system. So they redid engineering system, and they also redid a few things that he done so that they can tell me where to place the piers. Okay. So inside of the crawl space, you'll see like their concrete pads.
Yep.
Well, those are for the piers so that it can catch the loads coming from the house. So yeah, in conjunction with my architect and my lumber company, they helped me figure it out. But from a county perspective, I just resubmitted it. I didn't even have to go through a reapproval.
Okay.
I mean, because the house is already approved, so a lot of times it might be a short approval, but for out here, it was just like, okay, I had it when I sent it over. I had already had it stamped and everything, and I talked to the county inspector and not the expediter, but the lady down there. She's like, nah, that's fine. Just put it in the box or whatever. But I still went through the process of course, you got to get everything inspected. Yep. So out here, you got to do the footing inspection first. So once that passed, then we had to do the wall inspection. Mm-hmm. I think it's important for everybody to know every county is different. Some counties don't make you do a crawl space wall inspection. I remember doing properties in Decatur a couple years ago, and I never did an inspection in Decatur. I don't know if they've changed. Some counties, if it's over 4 feet, they're going to make you do an inspection on the foundation wall. Sometimes it's under 4 feet, but just check with the county to make sure you're in line with all the inspections. Because some counties make you do it, some counties don't make you do it.
Yeah.
So that's important.
Yeah, I know with the lot over that we're doing, the City of Atlanta obviously required an inspection for everything, for the footers as well as the wall and the slab. But even if they didn't, we were probably going to do it anyway. Yeah. Just for our peace of mind. So.
Yeah, I always do it anyhow, man. I always have my third party come out here.
Yeah.
And I always have my third party come out, because the county inspections are pretty quick out here. If I do put my inspection in before like 1 or 2, they'll normally come next day.
Yeah.
It's not raining. Anything after like 3, 4 late in the evening, it's probably going to be not the next day, but the following day.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I always try to have my third party come like today's Thursday, so my third party came on Tuesday, and then the county came yesterday. And even though we had a little bit of rain on Tuesday, it's not like the footings where they're probing. You know, he's just checking for the amount of rebar, the spacing of the rebar, the height of the rebar throughout the footings as it is on the plans. And once he saw that, man, he walked it and called me and said, hey, man, you're good. Because I have him call me, because if I'm not good, then I want to cancel that inspection for the next day.
Exactly.
So once he called me and said I was good, I kept everything on. But what I do with my properties, man, is I set everything up so that I have a plan in place. So for instance, once I poured the footings, I immediately set up my other pour for 1 week later.
Yep.
I had my county come the day before the pour, and I had the third party come 2 days before the pour.
Yep.
And then I already had set my concrete up when I poured the footings for today for my wall in anticipation.
Right.
You know, I got another concrete pour for next Wednesday of next week that I'll keep, because I can do this. I could do my my garage. I got to push the day I can. But sometimes, man, these concrete companies get so busy.
Yeah.
And you don't want to call them and say, hey, man, I'm out 2 weeks. So I just be proactive, because it's a lot easier for me to say the day before, to say, hey, man, you know, it's rain. We got pushed back. I need to cancel it and reschedule it versus not being on the books.
Right.
Because once you get on the books, they'll work with you more in trying to readjust your schedule versus putting you on the books altogether.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's important to kind of know, you know, just scheduling, man. And foundation is one of them things where, like, when you're doing this crawl space, it literally takes, you know, 3 different pours. You got your footing pour, then you got your wall pour, and then now they're going to come backfill the garage, and then we'll pour the garage next week. And then once the garage is poured, then, you know, we'll waterproof the foundation and backfill. That's why all the dirt is spread out, because a lot of this dirt, man, going to be used to backfill, and all that's not used to backfill, because all the heavy backfilling going to be on this side. We'll have some in the front. We'll have some around there, and then we'll gently slope the rest of it away from the house. So the house is kind of, you know, built up. Yeah. And the rest of it, man, we'll just end up grading all the lot. And that'd be a nice rough grade before the final grade when I do, you know, my landscaping.
Yep. Makes sense.
Framing already lined up. My framing gonna drop not this Monday, but the following Monday.
Okay.
My windows, I already know what windows I'm going with, and it's gonna be 3 to 4 weeks to get my windows. I will definitely order those by tomorrow, because as soon as my framing is done, I have my windows like the same week, maybe a week after my framing is done, and I'm gonna keep rocking and rolling, man. And like, I've already texted a picture of the foundation to my framer and say, hey, man, on Monday, not this Monday, but the next Monday, be ready.
Yeah, being proactive.
Yeah, be proactive.
Let them know ahead of time.
And as soon as my framer get out here and start framing, because, you know, they frame fast.
Yeah.
So they get out here and start framing, the first or second day, I take a picture. I'm sending it to my HVAC guy, my plumbing guy, my electrical guy, and say, hey, guys, we in framing. Y'all be ready. I'm going to need you on this date.
Right.
And I'm going to need you on this date. I'm going to need you on this date. Hey, man, this is Gino J along with Eric. Man, this guy building 1.3. It might be 1.4 or 5 when they get done with it. You know, but amazing house, man. We have a phenomenal community, man. I'm so proud of just the people like Eric that's in the community, because I see myself as the leader, but we're all leaders, man. Like, when he sent me the porta potty, hey, I got a porta potty company that's like $80. I was paying $125. That money go a long way, man. So it's about sharing resources and sharing knowledge and genuinely wanting each other to win. Because it's not a business that you do everything by yourself. Like, if you're going to be a one-man show, good luck with that. You need to tap into a real community, real people that's here to support. You know, so if y'all looking to learn how to build, if y'all just like watching build, it's the channel for you, man. So smash that like button and y'all tap in. And y'all stay tuned because it's going to be a dope house. I can't wait. I can't wait.